Oh, it's a big old Eiffel Tower looking thing. Back in Inkopolis once again. Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel. It's been half a year since I've last talked about Splatoon 3, and 1 year since it was released. A lot has happened since I last talked about this game. DLC announcements and releases, 3 Splatfests, 2 extra work events, and the 3rd big run. I've also tried some different weapons and worked on little strategies and tricks for myself. I'll talk about everything in order from oldest to most recent. Perhaps the biggest thing I've done though is join the Splatoon server called Splatfest. First things first, the DLC announcements and the release of the first DLC. During the 8th of February 2023 Nintendo Direct, 2 DLCs were announced as Wave 1 and Wave 2. Wave 1 brings back Inkopolis Plaza. Everything's back, including the Squid Sisters. I was really excited for this. I did play Splatoon 1 and beat its hero mode, but that was back in August of 2022, so I never got to see them perform during Splatfest. Now, however, I can, which is awesome. Wave 1 released on the 28th of February 2023. Now, if we go over here, Wave 2 is a whole new story mode, like Octo expansion from Splatoon 2. I wonder what kind of levels will be in side order. I love the levels in Splatoon 3's hero mode. Some of the levels were action-packed, some were puzzles. I personally enjoyed brain challenges, so the puzzles were great. The zipline levels, I could do without them. So, maybe Nintendo will build upon the level designs they already made for side order. Now, there have been some theories on Wave 2's side order. Will Agent 4 come back? Who is that Octoling? Agent 8 or someone new? Is it going to be set in Inkopolis Square? Etc. Honestly, I don't have any theories or ideas, but I would love to see Agent 4 come back. We will have to wait and see, as the second wave hasn't been released yet, nor has a release date been announced. Next up, the Nessie vs. Aliens vs. Bigfoot Splatfest. The sneak peek ran from the 24th of March 2023 to the 1st of April 2023. During the sneak peek, I got a lot of defeats. It felt like I couldn't react in time, or I moved the controller too far or too slow since I have motion controls on. I got a few victories here and there, but I got way more defeats than victories. I used the Spire Shot during the sneak peek. I wasn't sure what I wanted in terms of weapons and what playstyle I liked, so I went with a balanced weapon. The Splatfest itself began on the 1st of April 2023 and ended on the 3rd of April 2023. I got a relatively even amount of victories and defeats. I also switched from the Spire Shot to the Tentatek Spire Shot. The Splatfest ended on the 3rd, with the results being announced 2 hours later. Bigfoot second, because I think they got 12. Oh no, it's okay. I felt horrible. The first extra work event started on the 14th of April 2023 and ended on the 16th of April 2023. Each wave has the same enemy spawn patterns, tied, and the same weapon that you chose in the beginning. Speaking of weapons, you could choose between 4 weapons during the entire extra work event. I mainly use the Spire Shot, but sometimes you'd get a different weapon because someone else chose that weapon. Each player has to have a different weapon. There are also 5 waves instead of 3. Once I memorized where enemies spawn in each wave and what the tide was for each wave, I was pretty much set. You just have to develop an effective strategy that works with your weapon, allows you to not get splatted too much, get a lot of eggs, and save time. Nintendo announced there'd be rewards. There'd be rewards for participating, and rewards for the top 50%, top 20%, and top 5%, which would be calculated by the highest amount of eggs you've gotten in a shift, which is called your high score. In the end, the amount of eggs needed for the top 50%, top 20%, and top 5% were revealed to be 123 and up for the top 50%, 169 and up for top 20%, and 203 and up for the top 5%. I managed to get 128 eggs, putting me in the top 50% and earning me the bronze sticker. The Power vs. Wisdom vs. Courage Splatfest Sneak Peek ran from the 31st of April 2023 to the 6th of May 2023. I stuck with the Tentatek Splatter Shot again. I still had the problem of either moving my reticle too fast or too slow. Often I'd overestimate the range of my weapon and get splatted. However, when excluding that problem, I think I did fairly well. I think I got decent victory to defeat ratio. The Splatfest itself began on the 6th of May 2023. I tried out different weapons, like my old main weapon, the Ink Brush, and the Undercover Umbrella, eventually choosing the latter as my main weapon. I got a decent amount of victories, and I liked the little shield the Umbrella gave me. It felt like it gave me an extra second or two to aim at my target properly. The Tricolor battles were open, and what made the Splatfest's Tricolor battles so special was the map that was in the shape of a Triforce, which I thought was cool. Eventually, the Splatfest came to a close, with Team Power taking first place.
Guys, my team won. I can't believe it.
The Sizzle season was announced on the 16th of May 2023 and was said to launch on the 1st of June 2023. Everyone got treated with the new season a day early on the 31st of May 2023. The Sizzle season introduced new Turf War stages, Barnacle and Dime and Humpback Pump Track, a new Salmon Run stage, Jam and Salmon Junction, new weapons, the Paintbrush and S-Blast 92, new table turf cards, a new catalog, and challenges. The new maps have lots of highs and low places. It often feels harder to fight when you're in the lower parts of the map. The new Salmon Run stage feels very difficult when it's on high tide, as the two sections down the slopes on both sides aren't connected, but it's a nice challenge. The Paintbrush is powerful, being able to splat an opponent within a few hits, but you have to be up close. The S-Blast 92 is powerful too, being able to splat an opponent within 2 to 3 hits. I don't have much to say about the new table turf cards, but I think they're solid additions to the cards, and I use the heavy splatling deco pretty often for when I want to go far into the stage. The third big run took place from the 9th of June 2023 to the 11th of June 2023 in Undertow Spillway. This big run felt much harder in this map. It felt more cramped, like there was less space to move. However, this made for a good challenge. It was harder to avoid the stringers, flyfish, steel eels, big shots, mauls, etc. When you did complete a shift though, it felt good. After many shifts, I managed to get my high score to 123. On the 11th of June, the results were announced. I bought a digital copy of Splatoon 3 on my mom's Nintendo Switch so we can play through the story mode together. We've made it past the crater in Site 1. She's learning how to play the game. Not everyone's a pro gamer, but she's a ton of fun to play with. It was also fun explaining the game to her. The Inklings are evolved squids, which are these guys. Octolings, which are these guys, are evolved octopuses. And you can choose between male and female.
So an evolved octopus or an evolved
squid, yeah. Like I said, she may not be a pro gamer or whatever, but we make a lot of jokes and laugh alongside each other, especially when something bad happens or almost happens. The Vanilla vs. Strawberry vs. Mint Chip Splatfest was announced on the 21st of June, 2023, and I still can't look at Neapolitan ice cream the same. The sneak peek ran from the 7th of July 2023 to the 14th of July 2023, with the Splatfest itself running from the 14th of July 2023 to the 16th of July 2023. I used the Rapid Blaster, which, don't let the name fool you, doesn't shoot fast. I like the Rapid Blaster. It shoots slow, sure, but it does quite a bit of damage. Since I don't aim well, it feels like I make the few shots that do hit my target count. I started to really take my time this Splatfest, planning what I wanted to do, where enemies could have the advantage over me, etc. I tried to learn what players I shouldn't go up against based on what weapon they're using. I tried to follow the same strategies when the Splatfest actually started. There were plenty of times where I forgot or I decided to just run in with no plan, but I think I started to engrave these skills and strategies into my head. On the 16th of July, the Splatfest ended, and Team Vanilla won, with Team Mint Chip taking second place. They really hate strawberry. Oh, God. The Money vs. Fame vs. Love Splatfest was announced on the 27th of July, 2023. Honestly, I didn't really think Team Flame would win. and I was really certain that Team Money would win, because
I don't want to be friends anymore. You stopped caring about everyone for your creed, you crab.
what? The sneak peek ran from the 4th of August 2023 to the 12th of August 2023, and the Splatfest itself ran from the 12th of August 2023 to the 14th of August 2023. Again, I got victories and defeats, but I got lots of splats regardless. I sometimes managed to escape tough situations, or managed to get double or triple splats. I started to look at the map more often to see where enemies are, which has helped. It especially helped during the Splatfest itself. Other times, I got obliterated. Or, even worse, players used the invincible, dumb, stupid, awful buff Kraken special. The Splatfest ended on the 14th of August, with Team Fame and Team Love in second place, and Team Money in the first place. The server that I'm in on Discord, called Splatfest, hosted a 3-year anniversary custom Splatfest, LAN play versus NSO play versus Kai play. The custom Splatfest ran from the 4th of August 2023 to the 6th of August 2023. I played through NSO play in the beginning, but during the rest of the custom Splatfest, I played through LAN play. I won some matches here and there, it was usually 1v1s, but other times we could get more players. I mainly lost, but I had a lot of fun. I even stayed up to 2 or 3 AM for the final matches of the custom Splatfest. You can imagine how well I did since I didn't have much sleep prior to playing. In the end, Team Land won by a landslide, pun intended. Throughout this last half a year, I've started to dabble more into table turf battles, mainly playing with my friend Kirby. I spend a long time on my turns, not only thinking what would be the best move, but what would be best for my future moves.
Hurry up, I'm tired. Man, you know what? What's trending on Twitter?
I've only made one other card deck, which has a relatively even amount of soft and hard-hitting cards. In terms of how well I've done, I'll let Kirby speak for me.
He is so bad. Oh my, at table turf. Like, be quicker when taking turns. You're not a snail.
Kirby has helped teach me what would be good moves, like using your first 2 turns to put your best hard-hitting cards. When I played against Baby Jelly, Kirby gave me some tips here and there, and also told me whether or not I did the best I could with each of my turns, which he put into a ranking system. I've tried a few different weapons in the last half year. The first weapon I switched to was the Splatter Shot, because it's a balanced weapon. I didn't know what weapon I would like in main, so I switched back to the Splatter Shot to have something balanced. The second weapon I switched to was the Splatter Shot Nova, because a member from the Splatfest Discord server told me it has a different special, and I like the Splatter Shot Nova special more than the Splatter Shot special. The third weapon I switched to was the Undercover Brella. I like the Undercover Brella because it has the Brella that you don't shoot out, instead keeping it attached to your gun and shooting at the same time. It felt like I had a couple of seconds to aim at my target before my shield broke. The fourth weapon I switched to was the Range Blaster. I always said I'd never use a blaster, but I tested out in the testing area and found I liked it. The reason being, I don't aim well. The Range Blaster doesn't shoot fast, but does a lot of damage. So, when I do hit my target, it does a lot of damage. The last weapon I switched to, which is the one I currently use, is the Clash Blaster. It does a bit less damage and has a way shorter range. However, it shoots fast, and oftentimes when players got close to me when I used the Range Blaster, I couldn't hit them. So, this weapon kind of solves that. The fourth big run ran from the 1st of September 2023 to the 3rd of September 2023. I will say one thing. Me and Kirby got 118 eggs. I'll let Kirby speak from here.
Once the first big run was announced, it showed a preview of an egg count, basically saying only gold required 100 eggs. But it really wasn't 100 eggs. It was more than 100 eggs. It felt rigged. And I hated Big Run ever since that day.
I'll once again let Kirby speak for the 1-year anniversary Splatfest of Splatoon 3, but before I do, I have a few things to say. 1. I spent over 7 hours playing during this Splatfest. 2, I've tried out a couple different weapons. And 3, I failed so many 100x battles, and by so many I mean 2. But after 7 hours, I managed to get one. Alright, Kirby, I'm giving you the reins from here.
The most recent Splatfest being this one, famous Shiver versus Big Forehead Fry. Yes, I have to say it. Versus big, awesome TV man, big man. I don't know why, but I want big man's TV, and I will take it by force no matter what. Personally, I already knew who I was going to pick for my team, being big men. My friend on the other hand had no idea what to choose. I was scared, but he decided to agree and join my team. I really love big men. Which I got very relieved of. I thought we were going to be on separate teams for the very first time. I don't know why, but I just like Team Big Man. I got shown love since I chose him from the very beginning Splatfest that I played, being Team Gear, Grub, and Fun.
Well, that's all that's happened from the 9th of March 2023 to the 9th of September 2023. I've enjoyed and I'm still enjoying the game so far. Now, the 9th of March 2024 marks the 1.5 year anniversary of Splatoon 3 releasing, so that's when I'll be talking about the game next time. If I had to choose what feature Splatoon 3 stuff I'm most excited for, it would probably be Wave 2's Side Door DLC. Feel free to let me know what you're most excited for. I also take my hat off to bid a fond retirement, or whatever you want to call it, to Mushi, who is stepping down as owner of the Splatfest server. And I bid a fond welcome to the new owner of the server, whoever that may be. And for you, I tip my hat. Before I go, let's check on how Kirby is doing in After Alterna.
Man, I hate Afro Alterna. This stupid inkjet.